Hello, everyone. My name is Matt. I'm here to start a new Tyranid Tactics series. I would like to call this series Into the Hive Mind. First off, a little bit about me. I've been playing Tyranids for 13 years now, starting back in 5th edition. And I got into the competitive scene pretty early on, so I've been playing Tyranids in tournaments for about 11 years, still starting in 5th edition. And I've recently been having a bit of success, at least as much success as Tyranids can have, but it's been enough. Had enough success that my name has started to get out there, and I've had people, random people who I don't know, start to message me asking me for tips and tricks on how did I make my list, what did I do to make Tyranids competitive, and basically people asking me that combined with a number of people that I've seen online just saying, hey, I'm new to playing bugs, I'm new to 40k in general, does anyone have some videos or ideas on how to get started as a newbie? And just taking all of that together kind of inspired me to create this new video series on general Tyranid tactics. This series is going to be a breakdown on Tyranids with plenty of content from beginner basics all the way to tournament play and tips and tricks for even you tournament hardened veterans. So I am planning on making 3 different series of videos. What this will do is it will allow you to jump to whichever portion of these tactics appeals to you the most, and I will be making each series simultaneously. So you're not going to have to wait around for me to finish the beginner basics series before you can start watching the competitive tactics if that's more what you're interested in. So these 3 series that I had in mind are as follows. The first series is Beginning Bugs, where I will go through the codex and talk about what makes Tyranids a fun, unique army to play. I honestly think Tyranids are the most fun army to play. I'm clearly a little biased, but I've played other armies and they just don't have the same flair that I really like. Anyways, this series is going to be followed by a number of videos that basically go through each individual unit in the codex. This will likely be broken down into a video on each detachment slot. So I'll have a video of all the Tyranid HQs, followed by a video going through each of the elite slots, and so on and so forth. I will be creating a second series simultaneously, which I will call the Great Devourer. This series is a breakdown on how to play NIDS competitively. And not going to lie, we all know that that is an uphill battle right now. But for those of you who are up to the task, this is going to be a series where I'm going through my lists, the successes that I've had, what units I'm playing, and what general tactics you can do to be competitive in the current meta. And this will probably be followed up by a series of videos going over strategies against each individual opposing faction and just kind of a breakdown on how to play each of those matchups. So, for example, it'll be a video of Tyranids versus Space Marines, followed by a video of Tyranids versus Custodes, both of which are very important matchups for the competitive player right now. And by the end of it, I will have a video of Tyranids versus each faction that's out there in the game right now. Finally, the third series that I'm planning on making, I'm going to call it Adaptations of the Hive, is more your narrative style player, but more just the type of Tyranids that you would like to play. For example, if you want to play a massive horde, if you want to play a monster mash list, some really fast Tyranids, or you want to go Carnifex spam. Basically, whichever style of NIDS really appeals to you as a player, we're going to go through and break down each of those styles and what I've found to be the most effective way to play those kind of lists. This will also include a series of videos that basically break down each one of the 7 Hive fleets that GW has given us. And we'll even take a look at a few of the custom Hive fleets, which can be pretty fun to experiment with. some of which can even be pretty viable if you build your list around it. So I will be talking about those. And I'll probably finish up that series touching on the various different allies that we can take, such as Genestealer Cult or Brood Brothers, and what those bring to the table for us and just how useful those might be. All of this is to say that I do feel very confident that I've got plenty of information to share, regardless of your experience, regardless of your skill level and where you're at. However, I'm not the only one out here doing this. There are a lot of people, a lot of locations you can go to get info and opinions on how to play Tyranids. So I just wanted to throw out a few names there for you guys to look at. First off is AceFace from Twisted Dice. He's been putting out a solid number of videos recently on Tyranid tactics, and he really has some great ideas on just the general playstyle of Nids. So be sure to check him out. The second person is MacDougal. He is representing Tyranids on The Art of War. The Art of War is a group of top-level tournament players that go over just strategies and lists and basically how to compete at that very top level. But MacDougal is the Nid representative for that group, so feel free to check him out. Other than that, there's Danny from Frontline Gaming. He's constantly writing articles on their website, frontlinegaming.org. So check out their website. He has tons of articles that he writes practically daily there, and be sure to check that out. Other than that, you have the Tyranid forums, where it's called the tyrannidhive.proboards.com. There's honestly a ton of content on there. It's surprisingly active. You'll have 20 some odd people active at any time. And you can just post on there that you're new, you're looking for some info about Tyranids, just ask for some help. And you'll have about 10 people come and tell you exactly how they feel Tyranids should be played. And even if they disagree, that will give you plenty of info on good starting points to make your lists with. Other than that, you can check out some battle reports. There is Miniwargaming.com. They've probably got the most info out there. They do tend to get a lot of rules wrong, so just be conscientious of that. But they are a great group of guys. There are some pretty fun videos, and they're really good at that like narrative style. Check out some of their campaigns. They have a series of videos going through a campaign, and they really put a lot of work into it, and it's just really fun background to have while you're painting models or anything like that. Or even if you're just looking for kind of a different style on how to play your army, definitely check them out. That's where I started. If you're interested in any of that, I have included links to all of those relevant places down below. However, for those of you who are fine sticking here with me, feel free to hit the subscribe button, and I will be uploading videos fairly frequently. I'm looking to get about one video from each series each week, so that should be a relatively quick pace for you to make sure that you have plenty of content all the time. And feel free to contact me. This is going to primarily be a YouTube channel, but I have also made a Facebook page, also called Into the Hive Mind. Feel free to join that, and it's basically just going to be a composition of all the videos that I've made, and just kind of a general area for everyone to go and chat, ask questions. You can even post pictures of your own Tyranid army, which honestly I would love to see, because I'm not a good painter. I've been painting for 15 years and I'm still not great at it. So for those of you who do have spectacular Tyranid armies, please post them. I'd love to see them, and I'll probably share them in some of my future videos. And so be sure to check that out. However, if you do want to get a hold of me and Facebook is not really your style, I did also create an email to go with this. So feel free to send me comments, criticisms, ideas, anything like that to nidhivemind@gmail.com. And I will be sure to take everything you say in mind, get back to you, all of that sort of stuff. But I think that is it for this first introductory video. I should have the first video of each series posted around the same time as this one. I made sure to film them all together. So Feel free to leave this one and click on whichever series interests you the most, or check out all three. But that's it for this video. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.